What's good, everybody? It's Michael here again. Welcome back to the Bearcat Den, and today we have a special episode of the Den. We have men's Baruch baseball. We have Roy, Kenny, and Ryan. Let's jump right into it. I'm assuming Yankee fans, because Roy, you mentioned before on the previous episode that your father was a Yankee fan, so I'm assuming that you are a Yankee fan.
Yeah, I'm a Yankee fan.
Yankee fan, and then Kenny?
I'm a Mets fan.
Oh, the little brothers over here.
Yeah.
Brutal. All right. It's not all right.
So I'm a Yankee fan myself as well. So as a Yankee fan, how do we think the season's gonna pan out? Obviously Stanton had a pretty solid spring training, I'd say. Acquiring Stroman and Soto, obviously are two huge pieces of the team. Obviously we need another pitcher now because of Cole's arm, and we still don't know the status of that.
Yeah, Rodon. You're good.
Yeah, Rodon.
You got
Rodon looked pretty good.
Cat. Don't lie.
Yeah,
don't lie.
No, he was getting back to his former self from when he was on the Giants. You know, he's gonna be a Cy Young runner-up.
No, he's not.
Right behind.
No, he's not.
Listen, if he performs
He usually does.
if he performs like the contract he got, if he performs like a $30 million pitcher, like he should, the Yankees will be in a good spot this season, and they'll be in an even better spot once former Cy Young comes back.
Had to add the former Cy Young. You had to add it.
I mean, do you have one? I don't think so.
Nah, we
currently reigning Cy Young.
We traded them all away. But listen,
I don't think so.
rebuild year. It's a
Rebuild year with the highest payroll.
Says you have the highest.
We're
payroll
not in a rebuild year though, so it
you
makes
have a lot
sense.
higher.
You're in a rebuild year, and you still have one of the highest payrolls.
So, obviously, the pitching is a big need for us. Like I said before, with Cole going down, I was hoping that Montgomery would have signed back with us, but he said he wanted nothing to do with us and decided to sign with the D-backs.
Yeah, that was a good
decision.
signing for them.
Good decision.
Yeah. The Diamondbacks have a good rotation now. They're going to be a good team, especially because they're so young.
I can't believe Corbin Carroll had that year like that.
I mean, he's good.
No, he had a crazy good year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, the Yankees are going to be. I think they're probably going to be around second place this year in the East. The Orioles they're a tough team. They're a young
really
team.
Good team. Especially because they added what they needed. They added pitching. Corbin Burns, bro.
I mean, we added hitting and pitching.
Yeah, I got Stroman, bro. You got Stroman. All right.
Okay. Stroman was.
He had a pretty solid game the other day.
Yeah, Stroman was an all-star at the break, and then got hurt. So
yeah,
people are doubting him. They're not giving him his fair share. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't, because he was talking mad.
I mean,
he was talking crazy about New York.
All right, because he was on an opposing team, but he's a New
York
competitor.
Native. He's a competitor.
I understand.
He's someone you hate to play against, but you want him on your team.
Yeah,
a cocky guy you want on your team.
You know,
he's a New York native.
And him and Soto, they pair well together. They're both they're annoying to play against, but you want them on your team.
we versed his brother too. We versed his little brother. What's it called? Because he grew up. Marcus Stroman went to Pat Med. Yes, that's over by me actually, because I'm from Long Island, so. Those kids are always they're strong competitors. I'm not gonna lie. So I do see it. But he was talking crazy about the Yankees though, personally.
Yeah, but look where he ended up.
At the Yankees.
I remember
he stuffed his mouth real quick.
I remember seeing the tweets about that too.
Yeah. I mean,
a while back.
Yeah, but he always said he wanted to be a Yankee. Who doesn't want to be a Yankee? Come on, be honest.
Yeah, it's
no one.
People with a beard.
No one in the league. No one in the league says I want to be a Met. Who says that? I never heard anyone say I want to be a Met.
They want to come to the best franchise in the whole MLB.
Oh, word.
Yeah, look back.
I mean, 30 straight years with a winning record. I don't know. It might mean something.
I don't know. You got it there. All right, you got it there.
I mean, I'm surprised we actually pulled away last season with a winning record, considering
the
huge slump we were in towards the final stretch of the season.
Yeah, that's the thing though.
If we just crawled right over it.
If we get the production from the guys that we expect to, like Anthony Rizzo, if Stanton starts hitting.
I mean,
if
Stan looks a lot of weight. He looks a lot better.
He's still gonna hit really well.
If he hits how he used to hit, and he's able to play at least more than 120 games.
Yeah, if they. Personally, even though I don't like the Yankees, obviously I think they do have a really well-rounded team, but it's just all about if people stay healthy.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Aaron Judge gets hurt.
Yeah.
Stan gets hurt. Juan Soto not really.
I don't know when is Dominguez coming back?
Not till July. The thing is though,
Cole got hurt.
Yeah.
They're all. It's just
listen,
it's
the injury bug's well known with the Yankees.
Yeah.
We all know this.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's just a New York curse because we had Mauricio too on the Mets. He all of a sudden tore his ACL in freaking Colombia or wherever in the Venezuela league. So he's out. He was actually supposed to be our starting second baseman. He's out. You got Lindor is all right.
I saw Vientos didn't make the starting roster. What do you think about that?
I
I think he should have.
They're going to
personally,
use him as a DH, so.
yeah. Personally, I think
Martinez is way better.
I think it's also though that they need to give him another year down there because personally Beatty is a better because Beatty and Vientos play the same position, obviously third base.
Yeah,
but they're
Vientos
gonna
would have
start
the DH.
Beatty over because Beatty has a better glove and also Beatty has like that pop that.
Beatty might actually be the worst.
Yeah, they
third
said.
base. He's the worst third base. in the league.
Relax.
Look at his stats.
No.
He's terrible.
All right, but they're saying, but they expect a lot from him.
Yeah.
But the kid apparently has a lot of power, and they said he has a lot of power. They have more power. The three they came up was Vientos, Alvarez, and Beatty. Yeah, those three, and they were saying that like Beatty actually has like the most pop out of all of them, which is crazy.
Yeah,
But-
just wait till we bring up our prospects. You know, Spencer Jones.
Yeah,
The untouchable prospect. The untouchable prospect. There's a reason he's untouchable, you know.
6'7", just like Judge.
Next
He's good at-
Aaron Judge, you know. What was that?
Doesn't he have like also a really
500
similar swing?
500? No, not really. He's like a lefty. He has a more like a clean swing than Judge. But yeah, untouchable prospect. You know, we got him coming up,
Volpe.
and Dominguez too. Yeah, the Yankees are gonna have a solid outfield for a long time.
I personally think like just in New York, I think both teams are gonna actually have really good teams. Stop laughing. I know it. No. The Mets do really have like a really good farm system and like obviously they're expecting a big year from Alvarez. They're expecting a big year hopefully for Beatty. And I personally think they sent Vientos down because obviously JD Martinez has been in the league. He knows it. He's also a really solid hitter. What did he hit? Like 280 last year? 270?
270.
Yeah, he 270 with a few 20 home runs? How many home runs?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
Exactly.
he hit a pretty good amount of home runs. So I think he's just a veteran they're bringing in so that he can let Vientos obviously develop. But if Beatty doesn't produce, they're gonna bring Vientos back up. Same thing with JD Martinez.
You can't expect much from the Mets, you know.
All right.
Yeah,
See.
you're
See,
laughing.
I say
you're laughing 'cause
positive
you
things
know.
about the Yankees. He says just negative.
I mean,
He
listen,
knows.
He
one
knows.
thing I have to say about the Mets is that they always do have a good pitching farm.
They really
I would
do.
have to say. That's one thing I kind of do.
I mean, where
I
do
have
they,
to credit to
where do they
them.
usually go?
Because all my friends
Not
are like,
to the Mets.
all my friends are mostly Met fans. So like, I'm one of the stragglers as a Yankee fan
Mm-hmm.
with one of my other boys, my cousin. But I'm always hearing the Mets this, Mets that. Obviously, like in the offseason, you guys wanted Ohtani, you guys wanted Yamamoto.
But we did. But
I think you kind of dodged a curveball right there
with
the
Yamamoto.
both.
I mean,
I think-
he had one bad.
He had
game.
one bad outing,
I think-
but it's like
Yamamoto is still going to be a top 10 pitcher in the league.
I think more of Otani, to be honest, considering with like
No.
what's going. Hold on, because of like what's going on right now.
It's going to blow over.
Ohtani's
He's
untouchable.
a golden boy. You can't.
I'm gonna be honest.
He's
Yeah,
the Babe Ruth of the
He
century.
does so much for the game that they can't really
They're
touch
gonna
him.
just sweep.
yeah,
it
they're
under
not
the
good.
rug.
They're just gonna blame. They're probably gonna put it all on
His
the
translator.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they had him do. To be honest, they had him saying he's like, I didn't know that he was taking money. They say he was taking money from my account.
Yeah, and
you
from
know?
the story, I mean, we
There's
don't
been-
know. We
there's
don't
been
know
th-
everything.
There's been 3 different stories that
Yeah.
came out.
Exactly. yeah.
We don't know everything, so like we don't really know. But either way, like Ohtani, you can't like take that guy off an MLB roster for like a certain amount of time. Like he brings people to the game, and he's one of the reasons why baseball is growing. You know. You can't take someone like that off.
I mean, the things that I saw and I read that at first he didn't know that the money was being taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Second story I saw was I think he was helping translator get out of
He's trying to pay off his gambling debts.
pay off his gambling debt, and I forgot the third reason why. But the thing is that
He didn't give him the money. Like he didn't give him the money to do it himself because he thought he was going to gamble it away. So he did it under his account. That's what I read on ESPN. That's what the translator said though. Otani's obviously saying like he had no idea that this was going on.
And then and obviously like the stolen portion of it. But the thing is that if you notice it by now, because like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that makes no sense.
especially the way your new contractors work, most of your money's backloaded until like you're off the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
I mean, the thing is with him, I remember reading articles when he was when he was on the Angels that he doesn't really touch much of his money. Like he doesn't control it. It's his like I remember like he says like he sends like his mom most of his money or something. See, I don't think he was gambling, to be honest. But even if he was, like, come on, like it's sports betting. Like it's not like it was terrible.
I mean, it's illegal in California.
It's illegal in
completely.
California, but come on, sports betting.
And
He just wanted a parlay, you know.
I mean, and I mean, and also, I think the bookie that was under investigation was also from California too.
Yeah, because
So, like,
he
I
was
think
running
that-
a legal operation though.
Yeah.
So that's the problem.
So he's kind of getting busted for, like,
Allegedly.
2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, if it was like out of like, let's say from New York, let's say from like a legal state,
Yeah.
all right, maybe it's fine. But the thing is that I was looking into like rules about like gambling, and it's kind of similar to like the NFL's. Like you can't gamble on the sport that you play.
Yeah, but he didn't gamble on it. It's
Yeah,
it was
but-
all like other stuff.
But the thing is that I looked into it a little more, and apparently you can't gamble at all
What?
No.
in the MLB.
Maybe
Possibly.
that might be in the MLB. I know
NCAA, you
it's
can't gamble on
it's
anything.
Nah.
I know in the NBA they let him bet, but not on NBA games. They can
No,
bet
yeah,
on-
you can only bet in like a casino, like doing blackjack.
No,
or something,
yeah,
right?
like casino, yeah, fine. Obviously, everybody does that. But I'm talking about like sports betting in general.
Yeah.
I think that with the MLB, you can't do it at all whatsoever. That's what I read. I believe it was the other day.
Possibly.
But I found that kind of wild though. Like that's
I understand
Pretty
sports
massive.
betting when you're in season, but like, what's it called?
Like, I don't get why you can't bet on like a football game.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close to where baseball season is.
Yeah. I think it's dumb that you can't bet on any sport. Like,
I
any
mean, the
type of
referees could
sport.
do it. The
Yeah.
umpires could do it. So I don't see a problem. But I guess that's what they want.
Did you guys see the photo of Ohtani at the March Madness game?
Yeah,
It was against Gonzaga and somebody else.
sweating out because he's thinking about his parlay or whatever.
And then somebody quote tweeted it and said, "It's the face of a gambling man if I know it."
Yeah, I remember.
It's the funniest thing ever.
I seen one of the pictures because you know how like Ohtani hits after bets, so like they're side by side, so
Mhm.
like back to back, it's Ohtani bets. Like
Oh, yeah,
Ohtani
yeah, I saw that
yeah,
too
names
the other
back to
day.
back. Yeah, so I thought that was
What a
funny.
coincidence going on over there.
I don't even think the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are gonna flop. They flop
I don't
every
think
year
so.
though. Right, they win 100 games almost every
Yeah.
year, and then they never
Yeah.
make it
Yeah,
anywhere.
but this year's different. They have so
They have-
much. They have
yeah.
a-
It's not.
so
It's
much
not.
depth.
It's not like they just signed Ohtani. Freaking Glass. No, he's a Cy Young potential dude.
Yeah, it's
And they got that guy. They're getting that guy Bueller back mid-season. That guy's
Bueller's nasty.
guy's a stud.
Bueller's
They got-
nasty.
The top three in the
Bobby Green.
rotation could be the one for rotation for a lot of other
90% of the team.
Yeah. What's it called? You think about Bauer?
Uh,
I think he
don't
should
know.
get an opportunity. I don't know. That guy's still nasty.
I mean, he was proven innocent, but I mean, I feel like the teams don't want to take a risk on anything that like might possibly transpire in the future. I think
Yeah,
it's more of like
by
a
doing that.
like a safety, even though he does have the potential. As we saw, he pitched against the Yankees, 3 scoreless innings.
Bro, he's doing anything. He signed with the Mexican team, and then he
Yeah,
also
he's-
signed with the what's the other
Japanese
team?
team.
The
Yeah.
Japanese team, just so that he can prove that he can still pitch in the MLB.
Mhm.
The guy is true. I would love, as a Mets fan, I would love for him to come to New York. Oh my god.
Yeah, he'd be a good fit there.
Yeah, especially because now our freaking opening day starter is Jose Quintana.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's because Kota Senga went down with like an injury, but apparently he should be back within like the first month. So
Yeah,
it's not even the first few weeks. They said he'll be back. They just don't want to force him, like get him back quick. But he's gonna be obviously our one pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Cole's out, who's your one pitcher? Stroman, right? Or is it
It's up
Rodon?
in the air.
It's up into the air.
I mean, yeah, it could be
Nestor-
either
it could
or.
be
Nestor.
Nestor.
Yeah, it could be either
Oh, I
or.
forget you have Nestor.
Wasn't Nestor named the opening day pitcher? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like that?
because
Yeah.
Stroman doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to
Up-
change his
change his
throwing schedule.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. This close, you know.
No, agreed.
We have Severino now.
Yeah, Yankees should have
Yeah.
kept him. I don't know why they gave him up.
He's actually nasty if he's healthy.
He is. That's the thing.
He's
I
good
don't-
if he's healthy, but the thing is he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
So if he stays healthy, I'm hoping as a Mets fan,
Yeah.
he stays healthy with the Mets, because then he'll be our two pitcher. It'll be probably him, Senga, him.
Senga's hurt though, bro.
Senga's only hurt though for a little bit. He's only gonna miss. They said first few weeks.
Mm.
He'll be back.
I remember seeing. I forgot who it was. A former Yankee pitcher. He was like, like the Yankees pitching coach was like kind of holding back my arm a little bit.
It might have been Montgomery. I think Montgomery was
I
saying
think
that.
Montgomery and Sonny Gray were seeing.
Yeah,
I-
Sonny Gray too.
That's who it was.
Because Sonny Gray, he's like a Cy Young caliber pitcher, and he
Yeah.
went to the Yankees and he sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like the pitching coach wanted him to throw like certain pitches. He's not. Sonny Gray likes to call his own pitches, so like they kind of like clashed. So that kind of didn't help, you know.
It also is like, it's dumb to say it, but there's a lot of people that like they perform really well in other places, say like the Padres, or like they perform well in like say Oakland, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you come to New York, you know. New York fans are a lot different. They say a lot of people, there's some people that can't handle the pressure in New York. When Lindor first came here, everyone thought, oh, he can't handle the pressure in New York. Obviously, he pushed that around. He turned it around. But it's like, in New York, you're either loved or hated. There's
Mhm.
really no in between. It's like at one point, if you suck, you're hated. If you're doing good, you're loved.
I think it's more of a mental perspective because like New York is one of the biggest markets, if not
Mhm.
the biggest market in sports.
That is
to
true.
Be
It's
Yeah.
those
honest.
deals. That's where you get the most money, you know.
Yeah, and especially like even in retirement, like you get deals to be hosts on ESPN shows
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So I also think it's also good for like a retirement perspective. But again, if you're hated by New York, you're gonna hear it.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
Gallo.
Gallo.
Yeah. Yo, did you guys see that interview with
where
the?
he said that was
He wants to
one-
forget.
He wants
that
to
part of his
erase it.
career.
Erase it.
Because someone said if you couldn't erase one part of your career, he said, one like moment of your career,
He
he
just
said,
said that.
what would it say? He said, just my whole Yankee career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People get mad at Stanton all the time, but he's taken everything. Being in New York, he's handled it really well.
Mhm.
He always gives up like stand up answers, and he never like
Sugar
he never like fold. Yeah, he never folds under criticism. Like he
Yeah.
takes it.
Same with
Yeah.
like Lindor at first, like started folding under there. Like he,
When he first got here, right?
yeah, when he first got here, and him and Javi Baez were doing the thumb down and stuff because everyone was giving him thumbs down, and everyone didn't like him for it. He came out though, apologized, and said that's not how he is. And he said, "I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to
Yeah.
make the people love me."
Look what happened to Javi Baez. What is he batting? Like?
Oh my God, Javi Baez, fucking, I don't even know.
0,
He let
6 in spring
he
training.
left the Cubs, and all of a sudden just sucks now. He's the downfall of him. It needs to be studied. He's batting. I think he had.
.086.
Yeah, he's batting
Like that.
.086, which is literally
Christ.
one hit in like 20 at bats, which is insane.
That was like us last year with Tyler Wade when he sucked like a few years ago.
That's
Greg
rough.
Bird. And all those guys just disappeared. I have no idea.
I'm telling you, it's
Gary
also it's the
Sanchez.
New York
Gary
curse.
Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez just like fell off.
And then when they leave the Yankees, they have a career resurgence.
Yeah. I mean, Gary Sanchez like was the only one that kind of.
Gary Sanchez is also old though. Isn't he like 37?
No, he's not that old.
No
He might be
way.
like 32 or something.
He's not that old.
He's not that
Just 'cause
old.
he started young.
He had a good year with the Padres.
He did. He had a solid
He
year.
had like 16 home runs.
I don't think he's
in,
not
like,
he's
less
not the
than
starter
100
though.
games.
He's definitely. I think they were just
I know,
DHing him
he's
once
not
in
a
a while.
good catcher. He's a good hitter though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember the what's it called? I forgot. It was the play at home with the Gary Sanchez.
He didn't run at the ball.
He didn't run at the ball or didn't tag him. He didn't. He held the tag up here and the guy slid under him. That shit was crazy.
And that is a wrap. Thank you guys for coming on to the podcast today. We had a great episode. Hopefully, we can have you guys back on here again in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate
Thanks for having
it.
me.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime, fellas.